Hello students, welcome to Legacy IAS Academy. Today we are going to discuss about the political upheaval that is going on in Pakistan with regard to the capturing of the Prime Minister's seat and what this kind of political turmoil or what kind of impact this kind of political turmoil can have on the rest of the world, including India. So first of all, what is the political turmoil that is going on? So Pakistan's Prime Minister Imran Khan faces a no confidence vote in Parliament on Saturday, which everyone expect him to lose. To give you slight background, the no confidence vote was to be voted in Parliament few days back, but Imran Khan played a very shrewd hand and asked the Deputy Speaker of the Parliament to not let the motion be tabled in the Parliament, and he dissolved the Parliament and asked the fresh election to be held in coming day. However, the opposition parties challenged this move of the Deputy Speaker and then went to the Supreme Court, and then Supreme Court said that this step of the Deputy Speaker and the Imran Khan is not the right step, and again Supreme Court has ordered for the no confidence vote to be held today in the Parliament. So we'll see how it goes on. But this is all this kind of turmoil that is going on where we have capturing of power, sharing of power. So what is the main issue? So since coming to power in year 2018, the Imran Khan's rhetoric has become more anti-American. That is one of the major issues that everywhere people and experts are discussing. And he expressed a desire to move closer to China and recently Russia. Generally, if you look at the overall stance of Pakistan, it has played a very heavy, or you can say very increasing cooperative role in the war of terror that USA hold or USA waged against the Afghanistan. The Pakistan was main conduit through which most of the arms and militaries of the US were passing through while on their way to Afghanistan. However, after coming to power, Imran Khan has gradually been shifting his allegiances, and it seems that Pakistan now is more in the clutches of China and Russia instead of USA. The Pakistan, if you look at the population, it has a population of almost 220 million, and it lies at very vital geographical location, and that is why it has very vital strategic importance for the global security as well as the regional security. To look at the map here, this is the Pakistan. So why it lies in an important juncture? Because on the eastern side, it is bordered by the Iran. On the northern side, it is bordered by Afghanistan, and in the western side, it is bordered by India, Kashmir, and China. So that is what puts Pakistan into a very, very vital strategic importance. Now, what will the impact or what can be the expected impact on Afghanistan if Imran Khan loses power and some new government led by opposition parties take the post or office of prime ministership? So before that, we have to understand that in last few years, there has been continuous rise in tension between the Taliban militia and Pakistan's military, especially since Taliban came back into power in August 2021 after the US withdraw its troops from there. However, there has been, due to the increase in conflict between Pakistan's military and Taliban militia, especially the Tehreek-e-Taliban members, the Pakistan army has to lose a lot of its members, and this is something that Pakistan's military want to protest against. However, Imran Khan has been very less critical of the Taliban, not only over this issue but even over general human rights issue, where generally we see the Taliban is kind of hunting all the people who were cooperating with United States of America when their soldiers were stationed there, as well as they have started to trample upon the rights of women, which they enjoy to a very liberal extent when Northern Alliance and the Prime Minister, when this US supported government was in power in Afghanistan. At the same time, USA also has made a statement that as far as the Taliban issue is concerned, now they are not that much dependent on Pakistan as they were before when the war on terror was going on. And the reason behind this is, they believe, is because now the Qatar is playing a very important role, a role of very important mediator between Taliban and USA, and thus their reliance on Qatar has become much more higher as compared to Pakistan, and that is why generally they believe that it will not have a very severe impact on the US policies with regards to Afghanistan and the South Asian region. Now, what can be the impact on Afghanistan? So, other impact on Afghanistan can be China's positive role in Pakistan. That means due to the Afghanistan issue, what is happening? China is playing a very important role in Pakistan. And Imran Khan is supporting the Chinese role and is trying to project it in a very positive way. However, we have to understand that the major projects of China passing through Pakistan is China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, and this economic corridor was worth $60 billion. However, this agreement was not signed in the reign of Imran Khan. This agreement was signed at a time when Prime Ministership was held by Nawaz Sharif, and before that Asif Zardari. So if even Imran Khan is ousted and new government come into power, Chinese will not have to lose anything. They still believe that their interest in the Pakistani projects will be safeguarded. Not only that, China can even get benefit from the ouster of Imran Khan, because the Shahbaz Sharif, who is the de facto successor, who is going to be de facto successor of Nawaz Sharif and going to hold prime ministership or important position in the new government, he has ability to get major infrastructure projects off the ground, and that is what China's that is something that will be music to the China's ears. So no matter what happens, whether Imran Khan retains his position or some other government come into power, China will be not impacted adversely as far as its position in Pakistan and Afghanistan is concerned. Now, what about India? So if you look at the India-Pakistan relationship from the lenses of past few years, we see that we not have any formal diplomatic talk for past several years. And the main reason behind this is believed to be a deep distrust that prevails between the government of both the countries, especially since Pakistan's PM Imran Khan is extremely critical of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, both on the matters related to Kashmir as well as the matters related to minority affairs in the India. However, the stance of Pakistan military is slightly different from the stance of Prime Minister Imran Khan. And this we can understand from the recent statement that was given by General Bajwa. General Bajwa said that they expect or they want to have a successful ceasefire agreement in Kashmir. And especially since the Russia-Ukraine war started, General Bajwa has many times said that they do not want such kind of war or such kind of, we can say, conflict to arise in the region over the Kashmir issue between India and Pakistan, and that is why it is very important that agreements and formal talks begin with the two countries. And not only Pakistan military, but even if you look at the stance of Sharif dynasty, who has been holding power since past few years before Imran Khan, they has been known for several dovish overtures they have displayed toward India over the years. If I can remind you, then Prime Minister Modi, when he first visited to Pakistan, it was during the Prime Ministership of Nawaz Sharif. It was very widely covered visit, also because it was not known before Prime Minister arrived in Pakistan. So what we can expect is that if Sharif dynasty or the Shahbaz Sharif come back to power, we can expect a normalization or at least a good breakthrough in the relation between India and Pakistan. Now, what about the impact on the United States of America? So, as per the statement given by the Secretary of States, it is believed, Secretary of State of USA, that he had said that internal Pakistani political developments are largely irrelevant for the USA. However, there has been a continuous decline in the relationship between US and Pakistan, largely in the present scenario when the war is going on between Russia and Ukraine, where Ukraine is heavily supported by US, European Union and other allies, while Imran Khan made a visit to the Moscow on the same day when Russia started a war with Ukraine. So this has been termed as a disaster by political pundits as far as the Washington Islamabad relation is concerned. Not only that, even Imran Khan, when all this political turmoil is going on, when the opposition parties want to put a no trust vote and want to remove him from his prime ministership, he has largely blamed the United States for the current political crisis, and he said that is something that has been engineered by United States. He continuously referred to it to the outside forces, and he says that the USA is continuously meddling with the internal politics of Pakistan, and it is the Washington that want him removed, not the citizens of Pakistan. So it's very interesting to see how all these things play out in near future as well as in a distant future, and how the relation between India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan, China, Pakistan, Russia, Pakistan, even USA, Pakistan is going to change. So that is all for today. Thank you very much.